Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of This Could Get Weird. I am Adam Stone.
I'm Adam Blocher.
Holy shit, he's back.
Oh my god.
He's back from the dead. How you been, man?
Hopefully, gonna become a regular on this show again.
Yes. We're getting back to our regularly scheduled program, hopefully.
Yes.
But how the hell you been, man?
Been doing good. Just a few days ago, just passed my 7-year anniversary. So.
Oh, damn! At our place of employment.
Yeah. So now I've realized I've wasted a third of my life working there.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, to be fair, though, I mean, you get 3 weeks vacation, don't you?
It's true.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
3 weeks of, well, it sucks is you can't take them all at once, but why would you, right?
It's true.
Well, I mean, we could be, as cool as our old buddy Earl in the dairy section and have a month and a half.
Oh, God.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
That would be good, but I'd probably get so bored, like, just the first weekend.
I know,
just because
right?
I've gotten so used to working. If you give me a month and a half off, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do with myself.
You just sit back and just start getting stir crazy.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me before. When I take like a week and a half vacation, I get stir crazy halfway through.
I don't. I try to find something to do. I don't care what it is. Go out for a walk, throw rocks in the water. I don't give a shit. Feed ducks. I could do anything, with that much time off.
It's true.
Just as long as I'm not working.
Yeah.
No, but, yeah, last week I was gonna have a podcast. I did a episode of, we were gonna do a crossover episode of, my, friend Kale's episode, or show, PIO, Paranormal Investigations of Oklahoma. And, I had the house to myself. Roommates were out of town. So I just set up in the living room for a change. And I had everything set up perfectly. I had it to where, I was recording onto the computer rather than onto the recorder. And I was using the recorder as a microphone. And it sounded all great.
Yeah.
I went to record, started recording. And all of a sudden, had podcasts done. And I was like, I better listen back to these just in case. Should have did that on the first podcast. And lo and behold, on the Audacity, the damn thing was set to internal mic rather than external mic. So everything recorded on the damn laptop, and it all sounded like crap. He managed to save his podcast, but me, I'm a stickler for sound.
Yeah.
And, listening back through mine, I'm like, God, this sounds terrible. And so I just kind of threw it out there. So episode 29 is, this is 29 version 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm supposed to get him back on so we can, do an episode right. Because it was totally screwed up.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, the pooch was screwed on that one. But he managed to save for his. I don't know how. I mean, he just kind of cut out the openings. The opening, it sounded like echoey and wonky and all this, and you could hear the damn fan on the computer, and it fucking sucked. I felt so bad because I stayed up like the night before really late, making sure everything was perfect. And I managed to get, the recorder to, be a microphone because I plugged it all into the soundboard. And it was sounding great. Here's the mistake I made though, because usually, right now I have the headphones we record into the microphone or into the recorder so I can hear everything that's going into it.
Yeah.
So I'm making sure everything sounds great. And that's what I usually do. But in this instance, I had it all. I should have had it hooked into the computer, but I had it hooked into the soundboard. And oh my God, dude.
Gotcha.
I mean, it sounded like perfect. I mean, especially through the soundboard.
Oh,
I kind of wish I had like an extra recorder just like that so I could have recorded it that way. But, it's whatever. And, what's done is done and time to move on.
Speaking of moving on, actually, I'd like to thank both you and Elijah for checking on me to make sure I was okay after that big news story.
Yeah, man, that was
Because I had no fucking clue until y'all said something.
right.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, and of course, that are listening in, we're talking about like the news of all last week, which is, the death of Robin Williams, which is like, it's one of those deaths that, gut punches you.
Yeah.
It's just so out of
part of childhood that has officially just been gone now.
Right. From my perspective, from your perspective, yeah, I understand that. That was, you grew up with the guy. From my perspective, yeah, I not only I grew up with him, I grew with him, and saw, because his career, spanned, a little bit longer than I've been alive. And back when he was, when he started out as a comedian.
Yeah.
And it was just like, really, that guy? What the hell? It's like, no, and especially when the news started coming out, that he did it himself, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking way, but then you have to stop and think about that old joke. And it was the one that Rorschach told in Watchmen. Do you remember it? Talking about how a man goes to a doctor and says, I'm, doctor, the world's, just getting too small for me. I'm, always sad. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't want to go on anymore. And the doctor says, I'll tell you what, why don't you go see Pagliacci the clown? He's in town. He'll cheer you up. I swear he will. And the man looks at the doctor and says, but doctor, you don't understand. I am Pagliacci. Yeah. And that's exactly the first thing I thought of when that instance happened. When it all came about, I was like, oh my God, that's basically that story. A man that entertaining, that funny, didn't necessarily have, something to fall back on his own.
Yeah.
And it just got so worse. And then it was really at Parkinson's, early stages of Parkinson's. So that was probably what set him over the edge. Because God knows what kind of, meds they had him on, he was probably misdiagnosed with.
Yeah.
And that probably just sent him in a downward spiral. And it's just, fucking unfortunate, somebody that big, who's always seemed that, on point, that happy, is just gone. And, like all last week, man, the world was just like, what the fuck? But I will tell you this, it was kind of interesting. I don't know if you believe in this sort of thing, and, if our listeners do, but it's just something very interesting. That night, I was out on my back balcony, just, I'm facing northward, just relaxing. And it was about a couple hours after I'd found out. And I'm sitting out there, and I guess last week we had like kind of a big meteor shower.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I'm sitting there and just heading northbound, boom, shooting star. And in my mind, I was, just like, you know what? That was probably Robin Williams just passing on by.
That's cool.
Next night, I'm out there again, just relaxing. I had the house to myself. I just wanted to, just hang out. Found out about Lauren Bacall. Great actress, legendary, was famous, God, I don't even know where to begin with her movies, but, she was married to Humphrey Bogart. She had just died.
Huh.
That night, sitting on the back patio on my balcony, same direction, almost the same spot, shooting star.
That's crazy.
There went Lauren Bacall. It's like, holy shit, man. That's what was going through my mind at the time. I was like, wow, that's twice, almost in the exact same spot. How do you figure that out?
That's pretty interesting, actually.
Right? Interestingly enough, the night of the Titanic sinking, one of the tales is, the people on the lifeboats, it's a cloudless night. And, people on the boats, were looking up into the sky and, nothing but stars. And there was, evidently a meteor shower that night.
Huh.
And they saw, thousands and thousands just flying on by. And, I guess the tale is that's, soul moving on. Each one, and how many people died on that boat, thousands.
Makes you think.
It does, doesn't it? It's just little things like that. It sucks what happened. But I think the world is, just kind of settling down now, especially because the way, social media just blew up.
Yeah, it did. Because, everyone was doing tribute for him.
Right.
Even all the late night hosts, too.
Oh, man, there were some sad ones, too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I like what Jimmy Fallon did, played his first appearance of the Tonight Show. And that, looking at that, the way he took over, and during Johnny's day, when Johnny was on that, you didn't do shit like that. But because of who he is, he just let it go. Because Johnny's thing was, as long as you're funny, just go for it.
Yeah.
Is as long as you're funny and you're actually, producing content, he'll let you go. And, Johnny was the boss and he didn't let shit go very often. But when he did, he knew it was gold and he just let it run. And there he is running out in the audience, messing with people with a microphone.
Yeah.
Take my hand, brother, it's okay. Things like that. It was just hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, just as long as it was funny, Johnny would let it go. And he had gold on his hands with that guy. But nonetheless, that's it's unfortunate, and the world's less brighter without the guy.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Just keep on moving.
Just keep on moving. That's right. Just oh man, you missed it, man. There's an opportunity right there. You been getting into Firefly lately?
I haven't seen it in a while. I've forgotten some of the quotes.
So I haven't seen it in a while either. Keep on flying. Yeah. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Oh, funny thing recently is that I've come to the knowledge that my dad is much more laid back now than he was back when I was in school.
Oh, yeah?
And as proof of that, I actually started getting him to meditate, which blew my mind.
Oh, so he's a lot more open-minded now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how'd you get him to do that? I mean, what brought that on?
Well, he's just been really stressed at work, and he asked me how I handle all the stress from my place of employment. And I tell him, it's like, whenever the stress gets too bad, normally around like once a month, I just try to meditate all the stress away. He asked me to teach him.
Huh. Yeah, I can see that. And usually, back when you were younger, he wasn't anything like that, was he?
Not at all.
What would have been his normal reaction, do you think?
If I told him that I meditated back then, probably would have said something like that's stupid or a waste of time.
Huh, showed him. Yeah, here's another weird tale of the week, at least for me. Is right now, Satan and his minions are making snow angels and having snowball fights in hell. You want to know why? Because I'm back on WoW.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. It's interesting. After a 5-6 year hiatus away from WoW, after having my account go from frozen to locked to banned. And I didn't really care.
Why were you banned?
Because somebody hacked my shit and started gold mining and farming. And yeah, it was locked away for years, and I was just like, you know what? That's incentive not to go back. Because at the time, I quit because, you know, I got my PlayStation. I was like, I'm back to console, bitches. And I wasn't, you know, all for, you know, getting back on a PC and running all that shit. And after... See, I quit during Lich King. My character was like 75, 76 when I was done. And I logged off. And then, he got hacked. And I guess somebody got him up a level. And, got busted. And that's when the shit got banned. So yeah, I was out in the middle of Northern last time, just questing around. Last time I was on. And now... I didn't even have to pay for a damn thing. Well, not until after, but I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, my friend's been bugging me for years because they rebuilt, like, you know, the guild.
Cobra Kai?
Yeah, but it's not called Cobra Kai, it's just Cobra Kai Elite. I still have access to the Cobra Kai. So, my bank mule, which you don't need anymore, is my, he's the guild master.
Good old Cobra Kai.
Yep. And, so yeah, they've been bugging me for years to get back on. They rebuilt the Kai from the ground up, and they're a pretty decent sized guild. I don't know about progression and all that. But, they got to the point that we're like, dude, I will buy the damn Mist of Pandaria expansion for you. And I will buy your first month. And, you know, I was like, let me think on it. Next thing you know, the following week, I got an email saying, you've been gifted. I was like, oh, fuck. So I had no choice at that point.
So that's all it took? I could have bought you the goddamn game and you would have jumped on?
More than likely if you pigeonholed me into it.
Fucker.
Uh-huh. I always said that. Are you going to buy all that shit for me? I don't know.
No, that was Will who wouldn't do it.
No, even you said it.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think maybe because I didn't take you seriously.
No. But see, like I said, I got kind of pigeonholed in getting back on. And, the only thing was my account was fucking banned. I was like, oh shit, I actually have to talk to Blizzard. And all it took was my old, luckily I still have the original copy of, WoW. And, I have that number that's on the back.
Yeah.
And that's all I needed to enter.
Wow.
And I entered that and, got into my Battle.net account, set up the whatchamacallit, the, account authenticator. So I got that. And I opened up a ticket saying, hey, my shit's all fucked up because somebody hacked me. And they got back to me in less than about 12 hours. Said, yeah, we've been waiting on you. We've been holding it for you. So, welcome back. Unbanned.
Oh, wow.
It was that easy, literally. I was like, oh my God. And lo and behold, you know, my old character, he's back.
I just have one thing to ask.
Uh-huh.
Did you remember to use combos?
Yes, dickhead.
Hey, I'm still amazed you made it that far without using them.
Yeah, I was doing that much damage and screwing that much without even thinking about combo points for a while. And you kind of made a mistake after that because when I figured out the combo points, what happened?
Hemo?
Oh, man. Spam hemo, mother. I still spam hemo because like last night, and the only thing I bought for it is I did get the upgrade for the pre-order the expansion. You pre-order the expansion, you get automatic level 90. And that's what I did. I just boosted my character all the way up to 90 like that.
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, you know what? Fuck going through all this shit.
True.
I don't want to be all... It literally boosts everything for you. I have all flying maxed out. I have all my professions maxed out for me. I'm maxed out, and they gave me, you know, scrub starter 90 gear.
Yeah.
And so I'm good to go, man.
Yeah, when I got that text from you, I was kind of sad that I don't have a gaming PC anymore. I just have my laptop. I'm like, oh, I could hop back on. It could be the three of us again.
What's your memory?
It's not that. It's just a mixture. The main reason is the internet here.
Uh,
Yeah. Like, I can't even really play like League of Legends without getting some lag.
oh, no shit.
Whereas up in Oklahoma, where Cox internet, they're like, here, have some internet on us. Have some more internet. And I'm like, awesome, no lag. Whereas here, they just want to chokehold all the internet away from you.
Who do you go through?
I think my dad has AT&T.
Yeah, you might want to look into that and do some research. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a lot of Texas gamers out there that don't pay that much for internet. And at least get something out of it. Because that's ridiculous. What's with you blowshers and getting stuff that, you know, they put a chokehold on you, like your old bank. Good God, your bank was fucking stupid.
Agreed.
They basically says, we will hold your money for you and we'll tell you when you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck a bank like that.
The thing that got me was whenever I could only go to certain gas stations at night because I could only go to the 24-hour ones. Because if my funds were low and I used my card at the pump, my bank would automatically withdraw $60 out. And then, like, 2 days later, they would put back the difference in. So if I didn't have over $60, I couldn't pay at the pump.
So you basically, it was because you didn't have overdraft coverage, is what that is.
But I'm like, I just want to put $10 in my tank. I don't want to pull out that much. It's like, let me put gas in.
Yeah, that's just fucking ridiculous. Even if you didn't have overdraft coverage, if you had the money in there and it's your funds.
Yeah. So that's why whenever I'd get gas, I'd always go inside the station.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. That bank was just a piece of work. Because every time you go to an ATM, it would fucking deduct like $10-15 or something like that.
That was some crazy withdrawal fees from any ATM for that bank.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I'd have told them to go take a hike a long time ago, and I wonder why you never did.
You know how I am with stuff.
You get stuck in a rut, I know, and you don't want to make any change.
It takes some real pushing to make me do it.
Yeah. Especially with the phone service,
that's why I had you and Elijah. You were just pushing me in the right direction.
Yeah, well, you don't have us anymore, so you got to push yourself in the right direction.
I know, it's difficult, but I'm doing it slowly.
Yeah, well.
I still say you should move down here and do that.
Fuck no.
Do it.
Fuck no. I want nothing to do with Texas.
But I want my friends down here.
Oh, well, that's so sweet. I don't want nothing to do with no Texas.
You have no idea how much I miss fucking just everybody from Oklahoma, man.
Oh, I hear you. I'm sure you do.
Which is why I'm super excited about the first week of September.
Yeah, you should be up here when we'll be doing a live episode, one-on-one.
Doing it fancy style.
I know. I should have that microphone set up. This time, hopefully, I won't have the damn thing glitch out on me.
Oh. The topic I have.
Uh-huh.
I've learned of this term recently. It was last week. It was when I asked you to do a podcast. I had learned of it 2 days prior.
Okay. Yeah.
I learned it from a mixture of Facebook and Tumblr, and I have compiled in my brain space what I think it could be.
Okay.
It's the phrase known as otherkin. One word. Have you ever heard of that?
Other
yeah,
kin? No.
Otherkin.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, what otherkin is people who really believe that they have that inside the meat suit of a human, they are like a wolf, a plant, a fairy, a demon.
Spirit
they really
animal.
believe that's them.
They're spirit animal.
No, not spirit. Like actual fucking. I'm a wolf, and you're a human. You can't fucking tell me what to do. No, not spirit, just actual fucking thing. It's weird.
So basically, they don't have to follow like the laws of man.
Basically. And if you say, "Don't be silly, you're a human," then they just like rage at you, just so fucking hard. Holy shit! They're more aggressive than furries, which is weird.
And what brought this on for them? How did they figure all this out? Where did this shit come from?
It popped up on. I'm on a couple of joke feminist pages on Facebook. I've liked a few of them. And they post up some like the outrageous comments and yellings between people and all that shit. And some of those have popped up, and so I kind of started looking into it, and that's where I learned it.
Okay.
Now, I want your opinion on this. Because in my head, I'm fucking baffled at why people would think this.
It's, I don't know what to think of it, man. I'm just now hearing about it.
I mean, because what would you do if you walk up to a person and you say, "What's up, guy?" And they'll look at you and be like, "Fuck off, I'm not a guy. I'm a plant."
I would look them in the eye and say, "Yes, you are a fucking vegetable," and just walk away. My God. And then I would turn around and say, "You know what? Darwinism needs to happen. I hope, somebody walks along and just steps on you." Jesus. I don't know. I'm looking at, of course, the site of all sites, Wikipedia, about it, and
what's Wikipedia say about it?
Basically, otherkin is largely identified as mythical creatures, with others identifying as real-life creatures or creatures from fantasy or popular culture. Includes angels, demons, dragons, robots, or androids, elves, fairies, sprites, plants, or algae, and aliens. Many other kin, yeah, I know. Many other kin believe in the existence of a multitude of parallel alternative universes, which would explain the existence and the possibility to relate to fantastical beings and even fictional characters. And, of course, it has to do with online communities. With regard to their online communities, others largely function without formal authority structures and mostly focus on support and information gathering, often dividing into more specific groups based on kin type. There are occasional offline gatherers, but the otherkin network is almost entirely online phenomenon. There you go, right there. If it's on the fucking internet, it must be true. That's people for you, folks. I mean, if that's
they're fuckers.
Yeah, if that's the fucking case, then I am a goddamn great white shark.
Oh, Jaws.
That's right. And if somebody walks by me and says I'm a fucking seal, then I'm going to eat you. That gives me the right to pummel him and start devouring him. Maybe that's what happened with that dude in Florida a couple of years back with the
the Florida zombie.
The bath salts incident.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was like a fucking
He was
predator.
a majestic shark.
Yeah. He was out in the fucking wild, and that guy would just happen to be the baby seal that he wanted for lunch. Yep, right there. Solve the crime.
I've noticed though that the age gap of these people is early to late teens to late to early, like late 20s to early 30s. So it's our fucking generation. Where did all these stupid people come from? I don't remember them when I was growing up. Where did they come from?
I don't know.
I don't know about you, but the people in my area, at least, when I was growing up, had at least a medium-sized IQ, so they were, decently smart. They weren't fucking retarded like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a name I actually recognize in here.
What's that?
It's in the references at the bottom.
Yeah.
Michelle Belanger, she's a psychic author, transgender, things like that. And she wrote like 2 books about, psychic vampires. And, yeah, I recognize that name. Yeah, she's a Psychic Vampire Codex, a manual of magic and energy work, and, Vampires in Their Words, an anthology of vampire voices.
Mm.
And, yeah, I recognize that name. Because for my writings and stuff, I pretty much generally, listen to what she does and, pay attention to her ideas.
Yeah.
But she didn't copy or, like, really comment on it to the point to where it was just like, hey, this stuff's all legit. She's just talking about the, subculture of it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, that is baffling. How does somebody look at you and say, "I'm a fish"? Well, I'm a hunter, and I'm going fishing. I just caught me a largemouth bass. Punch. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't physically hurt anybody, but I'm just saying for the sake of comedy.
I don't know. I could see you popping somebody on the head just if they really pissed you off with that shit.
It would take a lot. I'm not very violent, man. I'm really not. I would look at them like they have, lobsters coming out of their ears. That is, it's different. I don't know. What is your initial thought on it? What is your thought on it?
My initial thought when I first saw it, they're fucking retards.
Okay. Fair enough.
That was the first thing that went through my mind, and I'm still thinking that. I mean, I'm really trying to be open-minded about this, but come on. Do they have to make... I've come up with an idea. I don't know if I've told you this before, but I've come up with a syndrome I call these people. I call it the snowflake syndrome.
Oh, yes, you mentioned this before, but go ahead. Yeah, I'm a snowflake.
No one has to be a fucking snowflake. You don't have to be. Just be a person. Just be you. Don't try to put so many fucking labels on you that you stand out.
Right, because everybody wants to be an individual. I understand that.
Yeah. I accept. I'm a goddamn cog in the machine. I'm just doing what I do, trying to stay happy as I do it.
Okay. Tell me how you really feel. Just going fucking all rage on me and shit. Jesus. I didn't do it. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say I was a snowflake.
How dare you? How dare you?
I didn't do it.
I just want to just hit one of them. Just one. Not really a punch. Maybe like a smack on the back of the head. That would make me feel better.
Yeah, because Lord knows you're a violent motherfucker. About as violent as it gets, huh?
Oh, yeah, I mean, when I get angry, better get out of my fucking way.
I don't know. I mean, from my perspective, I don't know enough about it. I've never really done a lot of research on it until now. It's just like, people just don't know what the hell they are anymore. That's why if I hear about somebody being gay now, it's like, oh, good, at least you know what you are. So if somebody comes to me and says they're a buffalo in that body, I'm actually a buffalo. Well, good. At least you know what you are. But then they say, I don't have to follow your rules. That's when I say, okay, then, Mr. Buffalo, you've taken human form. You're living a human life. You gotta follow the human rules. How else are you gonna fucking blend in?
I'd tell him to go eat some grass.
Well, I mean, in that case, then that means, anybody can walk around and say, oh, I'm a goose or a duck. And, how many people, or how many times have you had to stop for ducks and geese?
0.
No, you've had to stop for them before. I was in a fucking vehicle with you.
Shh, they don't know that.
Hey. No, but seriously though, I mean, you've had to stop because there's that crossing sign right there, right?
Stupid geese.
And you have to stop for the damn things.
Yeah, because if I don't, they'll either fuck up my car or I'll get a ticket.
Yeah, and then you'll get animal cruelty charges on you and all that shit. Now,
so many things.
What's stopping some asshole from, from saying, yeah, I'm crossing the road with my family as slow as possible, and you can't do anything about it because there's a sign right there that says geese crossing, and we're a gaggle of geese, motherfucker.
Geese gaggle.
And you just kind of look at him like, what? And then, that other king crap comes up, and he's like hiding behind that. What's to stop somebody from doing that? What's to stop some motherfucker from literally ripping somebody's throat out with their teeth? Brutally murder somebody and says, oh no, I was just hunting because I'm otherkin. I shouldn't have to follow your rules. That's going to happen one of these days. You watch.
It probably will, but from what I've noticed, they seem to be just, very outgoing emos, really. They're very emotional, but they're non-aggressive.
Okay, do they actually say that we don't have to follow the rules of man?
I haven't seen it yet, but I don't doubt that it won't come. Probably will.
Okay. That's the only thing that was, bugging me about this whole thing. I mean, if you want to be a fucking, a dormouse or whatever, go for it. That's, your choice, but in their mind, it's like, no, it's not a choice. It just really is. Okay, man, okay. Sure.
The thing that really gets me about it, because you know how accepting I am of most people and all that shit. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, from what I've seen, is that they try to force you to accept them. And that's where I start getting all edgy.
Uh-huh.
You want to be whatever the fuck? Great. Do I have to accept it? Not really, because it's not me. I choose to be a fucking human. I don't have to accept you. I'm not part of your life. Stop trying to make me.
Okay.
It's basically the same thought process of someone trying to push their religion onto me. That's how I
yeah. I understand that. Some people
and that's
go
where
out of the way.
That's where I start getting really defensive.
Yeah, when people are, this is my religion, this is my lifestyle, this is my law, and
you have to accept it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not that you don't have to accept it, but, because you're not following me, you're a piece of shit.
Basically.
Yeah, if you're not under the same rules, you suck. You're damned. You're going to hell.
Oh, which reminds me, actually, I heard about the Westboro Baptist Church. They're picketing Robin Williams' funeral.
They're picketing everything. They're small potatoes these days, and they just do things for publicity now.
Did you know they actually released I might have been them or another hate group, but they released a tiny 5-point article that said five top reasons why Robin Williams is not a good role model.
Uh-huh.
It was number 1, he did drugs. Number 2, he has a mental illness. Number 3,
hold on, stop right there. They said that?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're all fucked in
Oh,
their
yeah.
eyes. So we have mental
then, like,
illness.
Number 3 was he's not a Christian. It's like, oh, fucking step back here.
How do they know that?
I don't know. They're just assuming.
Yeah. All right, what was number 4?
I think he is because he drank alcohol or something. I don't remember the 5th one.
Well, then Jesus did too, motherfuckers. Wine, hello. Good God.
Oh, the 5th one was because he committed suicide. So that's
Oh,
why
naturally, yeah.
Naturally.
You see, things like that, you know.
And I'm just sitting here reading and I'm like, really, motherfuckers? You're gonna say he's not a good role model? Sure, everyone has their faults. They're fucking human. It's kind of a thing.
It's humanity, folks.
No one's perfect.
Yeah, you're pretty fucked up, people, if you actually say that about somebody. I mean, some of it, you know, it's the same old bullshit, and you can just ignore it. But some of that shit, you know, because he wasn't Christian, because of mental illness, you may as well say because he didn't breathe the same way we didn't.
Yeah.
So you know what, Westboro, fuck you. You should go protest.
I will say, though, out of all the stuff I've been seeing ever since I met you, especially you fucker, I'm becoming
try.
more and more fucking jaded against the world.
Hey, the world's a fucked up place, but you know.
I know, but I don't want it to be.
Well, here's the thing. You think I'm not totally jaded against the world. I might seem it sometimes, and things get pissed off, but you hung around me more at work than anything, you know. But in this life, you know, you got to stop and look at things that make you happy more. That's why. That's why a lot of times, you know, after work, I'll go like on YouTube and just start watching random music videos or something. It's just, you know, cool songs that are stuck in my head that I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to that. I gotta listen to that. I make kind of like a playlist in my mind, in the back of my mind during work. And that's what I do a lot. Is I'll go home and spend a couple hours just doing that. Or just look at things that make me happy, like, you know, watching people, you know, fail, like skaters and stuff, you know, fall on their face. Things like that make me happy. Not because it's somebody else's failure, it's just, you know, it cracks me up when, you know, the skater douchebags are all like, well, man, look at me, and then, you know, does some ollie off of 15-foot steps, and then, you know, face plants, and everybody's like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, yes, he chose to do that. He thinks he's a fucking stuntman.
Oh,
Oh?
oh, I have a really bad joke I have to tell you.
Hit me with it.
Because you know how much I love bad jokes. Actually, I have 2 of them.
Is it a pun of sorts?
One of them is kind of.
Okay.
I'll do the pun one. I believe it is. How did the telephone propose to his girlfriend?
Let me think. Over the phone. I don't know how.
He gave her a ring. Get it?
Yeah.
Aha! Terrible joke. I love them.
That wasn't even bad good. It was like.
No, I love. It's not the jokes I like.
No.
Good. They're just shit. And I love them for some reason.
Okay. And the next one.
Next one is, you walk up to a kid dressed in rags sitting on a curb. I look down at him and say, "Are you an orphan?" He looks up and asks, "What gave me away?" I replied, "Your parents."
Oh.
I love it.
That's pretty mean, but kind of funny.
Oh, dark humor. It's so good.
That is dark, but it is pretty good. It's better than the fucking Ring. The Ring is just kind of like, you know, obvious.
It's a stupid one, I know.
It's like obvious stupid.
But I still like it.
Yeah. That is pretty... Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. I have no words.
Oh, I got another one for you.
Oh, geez. Here we go. Go for it.
What do you call a book club that's been stuck on the same book for thousands of years?
Bored? I don't know.
Church.
Ooh.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, shots fired.
That, my friend, is a shoot right there. That one, I like that one. Stuck in the same book. Uh-huh. Well, it depends on what book you read. Do you read the Revised Edition, the New Testament? There is always that. So what else has been on your mind? Because as far as weird news, I've got nothing.
Besides my story, I've been kind of getting back into anime again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, seeing as how I can't really play too many video games on my laptop, I'm seeking other sorts of entertainment.
Right. Yeah, last night, I mean, my friend showed off how easy it was to get gear now.
Oh, it's too fucking easy. They're handing it out now.
Oh, literally, because I was going around in Pandora and just opening up chests because it's part of like a achievement quest chain.
Yeah.
And they've literally just given me epics.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all epicked out now, just about. I mean, granted, you know...
Epics aren't even epic anymore. Epics are fucking common now, which makes me sad.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that, it's just, plus, even if you get like a whole stack of epics, it really doesn't matter a whole lot because, it just depends on your gear rating.
Yep.
That's all it is now. And you know what's fucked up? Because it's so easy to queue up for shit.
Yeah.
I queued up, my friend Brandon was taking me around and, he queued me up for, the Celestial raid.
Okay.
And like, there was a whole bunch of people on it. He just started inviting, spamming invites.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a full 40 man on one Celestial who had like...
So much easier nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, and guess what?
A
set dropped for my hands.
Nice.
So, and they were good epics and they were like a 534 rating. So I was like, holy shit, it's that easy.
Oh yeah.
They have actually designed it for a lot of casual players.
That's all it is now, is casual.
Yeah, which is fine.
PvP has become casual.
Oh, has it? See, yeah, Elijah, you know how he is. First thing I get on, let's go Battleground. I'm like, what?
That's why I stopped, because they turned the PvP into casual. Because you know how you would have to Battleground and Arena to get the Conquest points to get the PvP gear with only you could get them with Conquest points.
Oh, I know all the honor points and shit. Oh,
yeah.
I know how that system works. Remember how I got all my gear.
But now, you can, you know all those little token points you get from dungeons and raids and all that?
Yeah.
You can convert those to Conquest points and now get PvP gear. So, and they also bumped up the stats for the PvE gear so they can fight on equal terms with the PvP players. So you can run you can run so many dungeons in one day, get completely geared, or you can work week after week after week to get PvP gear. And that's why I stopped. Because fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. No, I understand.
Out of all that training Elijah and me went through, we became challengers one season.
Nice.
I know. Will would have gotten it too if he didn't leave the group.
Of course he did.
He was such a loser.
Well, look who it was.
Oddly enough, though, he was a good fighter. As long as he had me and Elijah kind of like on his team, he had the oomph to keep on going.
Yeah. He would always rage quit after a match, though, wouldn't he? If he lost one or two.
If we lost two, his performance would drop. If we lost 4, he would quit.
See, it wasn't like that when I was, rolling with Elijah. Because we did our 10s.
Yeah.
We did our 10 for our day.
Whenever Will would drop out, Elijah and I would go into the 2s arena to get our 10s done.
Yeah. See, what's funny, though, is everybody's bugging me to get back on, just about all the time. You gonna get on? You gonna get on? You gonna get on? I'm like, motherfucker, I told you guys I'm gonna be part-time in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did take me through a flex yesterday.
Mm.
And we wiped a whole bunch on the damn, the boxes.
Yeah.
But, we did, I was the only one that fucking died on, what was his name, Rex or Rox or something like that, a rock. Big ass T-Rex. It's all mechanized looking.
Is that in a dungeon?
Yeah.
I probably haven't seen him. I don't really do dungeons. All I did once I got max level was Battleground and Arena with Elijah.
Yeah, I got one-shotted by the bastard. Because they told me, don't go behind them. Because I know you're a rogue and you like to, just stab people in the back. But you can't do that to this fucker. So I kind of stayed in front and did everything I could. And I was just squishy in that fucking raid. I was the first one to always die.
I will say, though, even before you texted me about you getting back on, for maybe like the past 2 months, I've been missing playing WoW with Elijah.
Yeah.
Just because, gotta roll back on my nostalgia, man. Just both of us in like a Battleground or Arena just wrecking fools. Just felt so fucking good. That, and he would always push me to be better in PvP.
Yeah.
I just miss having like a constant goal to go after, which was, my goal was, I gotta beat Elijah. I gotta beat him. Until I can beat him, I'm not good enough.
That's kind of how it was with me.
I'd get so close. I almost had him with my mage once.
Yeah, you just gotta, keep that man on his toes is what you gotta do. Then again, look who he fucking idolizes. Man loves him some Swifty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no Swifty rules ass.
The funny thing is that Elijah always told me I would do better if I had more confidence in myself. He said I would have won a couple more of those duels against him if I just believed more. And I'm like, I'm believing as hard as I can. Why can't I fucking beat you? Because anyone else I would ever duel, anyone, I would win, hands down. And then, of course, the ego comes in. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking take that guy down now.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And you get rolled.
And it's funny, because he would always know. He'd be standing there watching me duel after another one, just keep winning. Then all of a sudden he just kind of sees me, just kind of turn to him. He's like, you're gonna do it, aren't you? I don't know what you're talking about. Duel.
Man, yeah, you get bitch smacked. The next thing you know, you're on the ground going, what happened? Yep, good old WoW. Sad, I'm back on it. How the fuck did that happen? I don't know. Well, I guess I know how, because other people had to pay for it.
Yeah, now you're on and I'm off. So there's always got to be only one Adam on.
Some balance, yeah. Some balance to the force. Which is fine,
Yeah, I guess I've just been in a mood to play just a good MMO, because I've been searching for weeks to just any MMO to play that gives me that feeling of just happiness that WoW did, and I just can't find them.
No, because all the good MMOs, is just WoW. Everything else is just kind of like a flash in the pan.
Yeah. A lot of them, from what I've noticed, are just trying to be WoW clones with their own way, with their own twist. And I'm like, but it's not as good. That makes me want to go back to play WoW even more.
Right.
It's not fair, Adam.
What are you telling me?
I need somebody to complain to that knows the struggle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because nobody here knows the struggle.
Oh, here's something to end off on. Something we didn't get to talk about.
What's that?
Have you seen the trailer? The teaser. Well, let's just say it's a video game.
Okay.
And in order to watch the teaser trailer, you gotta play the teaser trailer.
Back in my head, I've been a bit out of the E3 circle.
Oh, this isn't E3. This was just last week.
Oh shit! I know I've heard of the trailer that you play, but I can't remember the name of the game.
Well, I mean, it's called PT. It stands for Playable Teaser. And when you get the end of it, you haven't seen this.
No.
Oh my God. Really? I mean, I dare you to watch the feed. It's fucking scary. It'll scare the piss out of you. It's just somebody walking around. It's a first-person view of walking around a house in circles.
Okay.
In the dark.
Okay.
And creepy random shit's all over the place. And you got to look at everything in the walls and stuff. I mean, everything.
It's a scary game you have to play?
Yes. I mean, random things like creepy deformed baby fetus in sink.
How about no?
And Ghost Lady.
I couldn't even handle Fear 3, man.
Ghost Lady kind of randomly chasing you around. Oh.
Are you going to play the new Silent Hill?
God damn it, Adam. That's the fucking playable teaser.
Is it?
That's what it comes from.
Oh. I guess I did know about it.
Have you seen the trailer for it, though?
No.
No, because like you play through the game.
Every time I would see a Silent Hill thing pop up, I would always skip it because I didn't want to be scared.
No, man, this is the greatest fucking thing ever because, yeah, you play through it and it's scary as hell because it was a free playable teaser that was released on PS4 like last Tuesday or Wednesday or the week, something like that. And people beat it within a couple hours. They were live feeding it. And, people's reactions were like, holy, because that's what it is. It's you start out playing that and freaking yourself out. You gotta, unlock the puzzle, and then, your character leaves the house. And it shows the street. Kind of familiar, foggy, but it's at night. I mean, it looks gorgeous. And then the opening credit, boom, it says right there, Hideo Kojima. And then it says Guillermo del Toro, which he's famous for Pan's Labyrinth and stuff. And yeah, he's good fucking scary movie guy.
Yeah.
And then the main character turns around, it's fucking Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
And then that's when it says Silent Hills. Dude, it's just like somebody just said, "Hey man, you're getting everything you wanted for fucking Christmas." I mean, look up at the clip of fucking Stimpy exploding on Ren and Stimpy when he's watching like the Muddy Mud Skipper show and he's hearing about this contest and he's just look for that clip somewhere on YouTube or something. That was me.
Gotcha.
Because it said fucking Kojima because it's all done in the Fox engine.
Yeah.
And that's how crystal clear. Because like at one point the house is lit up like with the house lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's scary realistic.
Ooh. Did you play it?
No, I can't. I don't have a PS4.
You don't?
No.
Oh, you got the PS3.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was the 4.
No.
Like, I could have sworn you had one.
No.
Well, seeing as how you announced the game you're super excited about, allow me to introduce a game that I'm super excited about. And
Smash
how
Brothers?
fucking polar opposite they are.
Smash Brothers?
Well, yes, but I don't have a Wii U. I don't intend on buying one just for that game.
You have a 3DS, though, don't you?
I do, but I might do that.
Is that the game you're excited about?
No.
Oh, what is it?
It's Pokemon!
Oh, of course.
Ooh, they're revamping some old games.
Oh, they're redoing some of the older
Yeah, there's 2 old games, Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire, and they're bringing them back as Omega Ruby and like Alpha Sapphire or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And they're getting more 3Ds and more stuff to do, and I'm like, ooh, yes.
You'll play it for about a week and get bored with it.
False. I still play the Pokemon game I bought last year.
Really?
Really?
Because, man, when it comes to games, you become, you get really, what's the word for it? ADHD, man. You're just like, oh my god, I got a squirrel.
I'm still trying to figure all that out. Why is it that I lose interest in games I'm so excited about so fucking quickly?
I have no idea. I have to go through and beat them. I mean, I'm almost done with Peace Walker, which that game was not bad. It's fucking hard, but it's not bad, especially with the stuff I'm trying to do.
The funny thing I think is that the only games I don't lose interest in are tabletops. But if it's a video game, I just keep jumping.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that reminds me. I had to sell all my D&D books.
What?
Ah, Dad, I sold all my D&D books.
Damn. I got nothing.
Makes me so sad.
I bet it does. Jesus, that's,
I got $74 out of it, too. Which isn't
what?
bad. But I spent so much more buying all those.
Of course you did. How many books was it?
I think 15 to 20.
15, 20 books?
Yeah.
And you got 75 bucks?
Each book ranges from $20 to $30.
Holy shit.
That's a collection of over the years.
That's a big fucking loss, my man. Are these people even actively playing? Or did you sell them to a bookstore?
It was a combination of I needed more money so I could put it into fixing my car.
Yeah.
And nobody around me plays fucking D&D. I have to drive to goddamn Dallas to do it, and I can't fucking drive to Dallas to do it.
It's just right next to Fort Worth, though.
I know, but the times that they do it, the times and days with my schedule, I would have to drive up there. I could be there for half an hour, then I would have to leave.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. that sucks.
D&D on my days.
No, it's always during the weekends, or
it's people. See, I have Friday, Saturday off, which normally would be optimal to play a D&D game, but everyone plays on fucking Sunday.
Oh, Sunday players.
Damn it, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus, like no D&D on Sundays. That's my dad's day.
Yeah, it's weird because I've talked with some of my groups of friends. I've talked to game shops. All of them, every single one, Sunday. Why fucking Sunday?
You're working Sundays, right?
I do.
That is pretty sad. What days are you off? Oh, the change. That's right.
No, I've got a set days off now, which is Friday and Saturday.
Oh, well, those aren't bad.
but my working schedule is I start at 5 and I leave at 2. So
yeah,
and which means I need to go to bed around 7 or 8 at night. And
yeah,
that's
for
when
you
D&D
especially.
starts.
Yeah,
Urgh.
that does suck. Wow, $75. Are they the ones that bought the book, or do you just like sell them to like a second chance store or something?
Half price books.
Oh, I guarantee they marked those motherfuckers up.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course they did. I went in a week later just to see what kind of new books they had, and I saw all my D&D books there, and I'm like,
yeah, I wouldn't have went back for a while. That would have been depressing.
Ooh. And that store pissed me off, too. Because one of the clerks there, she saw that I was selling all of my D&D books, and she's like, oh, you're into D&D? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm into D&D. 3.5 is the best. He's like, do you play? I was like, yeah, we got a group that plays on Saturday. I'm like, oh, Saturday? I can play that day. So I give her my contact info. I'm like, just let me know when y'all can play. That was 2.5 months ago. No one's called.
Yeah, I guess the community isn't what it used to be, huh? Where you can just invite anybody, old person over and be like, hey, let's play some D&D. What you should have done was do the polite thing, extend your hand and say, hi, I am Adam. I like to play D&D as well.
Yes, but you know me. If something piques my interest, I just
You
dive
skip over everything and you're all like, gimme!
Gimme.
Yeah, you can't do that. Sorry.
I know. It's like, you there with the face. Give me your stuff. I love it.
Yeah, you can't do that. No, but, pretty cool, man. We're gonna have to wrap it up right here for this week.
Yeah.
Because, let's see, about 2 weeks, you'll be, here live.
Yeah. Turns out, train tickets are really cheaper compared to driving.
True.
Because, with gas and the food on the way, that costs.
Oh,
Whereas the train ticket, a round trip, is $56.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap. It's
Yeah,
pretty good. When I rode the train last time, from around Austin all the way to the city, it was about like $150.
yeah.
That was like 2 trains, so.
But sure, I have to, it takes like an extra hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
But hey, I got fucking scenery to watch. It's a train.
Yeah. Scenic route is very nice. I will admit that. Well, cool, man. Hopefully, next time we talk to each other, it'll be one-on-one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and hopefully next week I'll get KL Epperson on so we can redo our episode. That way, we can get that out there. I kind of owe the guy.
Unfortunately, though, since I won't have my car, we won't be able to go to Beverly's unless you have a ride.
It's just a walking distance from here.
But I will. I had this in mind, though, when I show up Monday for lunch, is that I'm taking you to the IHOP. And you can't say no.
Is it going to be on a Monday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because going on the weekend sucks.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Friday and Saturdays, fuck that.
Yeah. But yes, it's going to be the Monday night.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to IHOP. Well, cool. I think that's going to about do it for this week. Yeah. We got Facebook now, too.
Yeah. Oh, we do?
Yes, we got a Facebook and a Twitter.
Ooh, aren't you just up to date?
Yeah. We got like 7 subscribers, but hey.
We do?
Yes!
Holy shit, we have followers.
Yes, we have minions.
I love my minions.
Yes.
Give me smiles and hugs. And waffles.
Waffles, yeah. Waffles sounds pretty good.
That's all I demand of my minions. I accept them via mail.
Yeah, snail mail, too.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you next time, and we'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, speaking of Facebook and Twitter, like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, @WeirdPodcast. And, until next time, thanks for listening as always, folks. For This Could Get Weird, I'm Adam Stone.
I'm Adam Blocher.
Stay weird.